Praises to the Most High, the one that revealeth things to come. Today is Sunday, July 20, 2025. And it's just showing water and earthquake, water and earthquake. Also a plane crash for Canada. But this water, it seems like it's going to be a tsunami between Canada and the USA, right? So just water and earthquake, it's showing. But it's showing Canada and the USA. So it seems like there's going to be a tsunami. Either it's going to happen in the US and it comes over to Canada. But just water and earthquake, is showing.
Como News.
Historic flooding in western Washington forcing more emergency evacuations this morning. Many rivers reaching new record highs, swamping homes with water.
What's that? That's what we're looking.
Just requesting a status check.
Homes surrounded by floodwater.
There are elk over there foraging.
Wow, that's a whole tree.
A flooding emergency on another Como weather warned day. Evacuations underway right now in Burlington.
Canada has recorded its strongest earthquake on record. In fact, across the Yukon, just 250 kilometers west of Whitehorse, as a 7.0 magnitude as of Saturday afternoon. Now, there was no major reports of any damage, although residents still felt the rattling from this earthquake. Just shows how powerful it was. Now, this is also quite impressive because the last time we saw an earthquake this magnitude was back 80 years ago in central Vancouver Island.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. It will be another stressful night for people who have been forced out of their homes because of flooding. More than 400 properties are under evacuation order. The hardest hit area, Sumas Prairie in Abbotsford, much of it underwater. CTV's Michelle Bernoro starts us off on our coverage. She's live in the community of Huntington in Abbotsford. Michelle, what's the latest?
Jung, as you can see, the floodwaters have crept into this subdivision here. The situation has been changing all day here. We would be down one road looking at the waters coming across, and the next moment things would go so fast that police were moving people out of that area. We were there as those waters first came across the border from Sumas, Washington here. It was hard to believe. It happened so fast, the flooding in Sumas, Washington, that sent water pouring onto our side of the border into Abbotsford. It began Thursday morning as the floodwaters on the U.S. side suddenly began rising.
Probably came up a foot and a half in the last 15, 20 minutes.
And then in an instant, the water coming across the border and beginning to cover a roadway in Abbotsford. Forklifts quickly moving huge sandbags into place, but they were no match for the relentless floodwaters that just kept pouring over.
You can see we're trying to get our cars out so we don't lose our cars. I mean, you can see 20 minutes ago there was nothing there.
Everyone on the street needs to move back to 2nd and B Street, please.
police telling everyone to leave the area. So it's only been about an hour and 20 minutes since the water started coming across from Sumas, Washington into Abbotsford. And you can see now that this road behind me is almost completely covered. And then over here you can see how the water has come right across past those barns and over the railway tracks. It's starting to seep over now. Some Sumas Prairie residents were told to get out last night.
About 1 to 1:30 in the morning, Abbotsford Fire Rescue came by, knocked on our door, woke us up and told us that there was an order in place and that we were to leave.
As evacuation orders expanded, police went door to door in a subdivision along the border to alert people. Some had already done sandbagging. Meanwhile, worried farmers,
the adrenaline's pumping. I didn't sleep much at all.
Are hoping for the best, but bracing for the worst.
We're expecting waters to rise drastically today.
He's already moved dozens of heifers from this barn, which flooded during the devastating floods of 2021.
We need pump stations. We need like a drainage channel, or we need the Americans to pull up their socks and make some repairs on their side.
By early afternoon, some Sumas Prairie residents wading through floodwaters, and some fields and roadways now look like lakes. We spoke to a number of farmers today, all under evacuation order, but they are not leaving their property. They say they need to stay and care for their animals. They are doing what they can to protect them. Some chicken farmers, I understand, sandbagging around their properties, really anything that they feel that they can do to try and stop these waters from coming in. But the people I spoke to today, again, expressing frustration that more hasn't been done on the west side of Sumas Prairie to protect these farms from the floods. Mijung?
Michelle Bernoro reporting live tonight from Abbotsford.